What up, homies? It's the Crypto Homie back at you with another video. This video is all about Uniswap's first community proposal. Let's dive into what this first proposal is all about, and we'll briefly uncover some exciting news about Bitcoin and traditional finance. All that and more in this video. But before we get into it, my homies, make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the latest in the crypto space. So, hopping right into it, guys, we got this article by Cointelegraph titled Uniswap's First Community Proposal Seeks to Reduce Governance Thresholds. It says Uniswap's first community governance proposal is up for a vote. Are you guys voting? So the Uniswap community is currently holding its first ever vote, set to be completed by October 19th. Guys, that's very, very soon, about 5 days away. Up for consideration is the reduction of thresholds required to submit governance proposals and quorums. You guys can correct me down in the comments below. In recent weeks, there has been much discussion and criticism about the protocol's standing governance framework. A post by the market intelligence platform Glassnode concluded that with its current setup, only Uniswap's centralized competitors, Binance, would be able to successfully submit a governance proposal. Though the latest proposal disproves this assertion, questions about the framework's efficiency remain. So, I mean, if the voting's only allowed for these big players, then is it really like decentralized? Are they really allowing the community to vote? We're gonna find out. It says Uniswap governance currently requires parties interested in submitting proposals to hold 1% of the total delegated Uni supply, while a 4% quorum is required to pass an affirmative vote. Since Uni has a billion supply, these thresholds work out to be between 10 million and 40 million tokens. Guys, that's a lot of Uni. At Uni's current price of around $3.30, this translates to 33 million and 132 million in staked assets respectively, making consensus a daunting task. I don't know about you guys, I definitely don't have $33 million and $132 million. I mean, if I did, if you guys do that, like, that's great. And if you guys are, voting, that's awesome. But how can, Uniswap's all about the community. How can they allow the community members to actually vote? I mean, this is definitely not realistic. And then a proposal put forward by Dharma, a protocol that promises novice crypto participants user-friendly access to DeFi, suggests that the proposal threshold be lowered to approximately 0.3% or 3 million unis, and have a quorum threshold of 3% or 30 million unis. Currently, there are 30,000 votes for and 624 against the proposal within 6 days left to vote. Wow. So there's definitely a lot of people want this change to happen, and very few are against it. I'd imagine the big players are against it because they'll have less control. These are all the little guys that are like, hey, let me in. Because, I mean, at least 3 million users, that's a way less than, what did they say, 33 million and 10 million? So that's definitely better. And then the article wraps up with, meanwhile, Uniswap continues to dominate the DeFi world, both in terms and the total value locked and exchange volume. Guys, this right here, out of the whole entire article, this right here is probably the best part. I see in comments, people say, like, homie, what about these other, these like competitor Uniswaps, these competitor, like knockoff brands? Guys, Uniswap, in my opinion, is the first mover advantage. So the first one to actually do it and be successful. They had the whole sushi swap attack. They overcome that attack. They're working on V3 behind the scenes. They're, they're telling us some of the highlights for V3 updates, but they're not giving us all the small details. And I also see comments about, hey, what's the exact date for the Uniswap version 3? There is no exact date. I mean, ask Hayden Adams. They have not put it out. Look all over the web. There is not an exact date. So you just got to be patient. But I mean, in my personal opinion, holding Uni to speculate on the version 3 launch, I mean, I think it'll have the price will have a massive movement to the upside when a V3 does launch. It could be a buy the rumor, sell the news type of event, but as long as you get out at the right time, you can make some bucks, in my personal opinion. But just going back to the whole, Uniswap has all these competitors, how's it going to survive, guys? It's the first thing out there. I mean, they already survived a major attack, so I don't see why they're going to disappear. And if you guys see something that looks like they might take it, just let me know. But it really just comes down to the whole Ethereum thing. The Ethereum killers. Has something taken Ethereum's market share? No. is Uniswap taking over, the total value locked up and exchange volume? Is another swap taking over the total value locked up and exchange volume? If I see that, then I'll be like, whoa, this actually might be taking over Uniswap. But the odds are unlikely. I definitely don't think that that's going to happen. But hey, when I see the evidence that suggests that, then I'll keep that in mind. So what do you guys think about this whole voting? I mean, I like how with Uniswap, they really do allow the community to have a decent say, but hopefully they can allow the community to have more of a say. But more to Bitcoin and traditional finance. Pomp tweeted out, Grayscale raised $1 billion in Q3, which is their largest quarter ever. So going over to the Grayscale Q3 digital asset investment, guys, they have a total $5.9 billion assets under management. That's what AUM stands for, assets under management. Total invested into Grayscale products, 1.05 for quarter three. That's just amazing, guys. If you guys are not bullish on Bitcoin and all these altcoins, I don't know why you're here. But if you guys are here, smash that like button. But $1.05 billion in the last quarter. That's a lot of money, guys. I think it's scary. It's scary how much money that Grayscale is actually holding. I mean, it's scary how much crypto Grayscale is holding. I mean, they have a lot of cryptocurrencies. And another bullish sign right here, guys, is Crypto. They tweeted out this nice graph right here. As you guys can see, it shows all the Bitcoin treasuries in publicly traded companies. We got MicroStrategy Incorporated with the most Bitcoin, obviously other than Grayscale, because Grayscale has all these other trusts, but like the actual the only company, 38,000 Bitcoin. What? That's 0.182% of the total supply. I mean, Grayscale has a total of 449,000 Bitcoin in their Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Isn't that just crazy? And that's 2.14% of the total supply. Now that part is scary. 2.14%. Whoa. That to me sounds like way too much Bitcoin for one entity to hold. But obviously we do understand that people are using this trust to invest in their IRAs and 401ks. But I mean, you got Galaxy Digital Holdings, which we've heard about. I mean, 16,000 Bitcoin. Square, they just dropped that 50 mil not that long ago. They have about 4,700 Bitcoin. Hut 8 Mining Corp. I think we've heard of a couple of these, but look, almost 3K Bitcoin, like a little over 1,000 Bitcoin here with Ride Blockchain and Voyager. You got Cyberpunks with 204. I mean, even 204, that's 0.001% of the total supply, or the circulating supply. That's still more than, I mean, some companies eventually one day won't even be able to get that small percent. So just keep that in mind. But coin shares, oh well, I guess I was wrong about the number one holding. It says to the EU, 69,000 Bitcoin. So that's more than MicroStrategy Incorporated. Oh my goodness, that's way more. And then the Bitcoin fund. So there's a total of about approximately 592,000 and some change Bitcoin held by publicly traded companies. Keep in mind, there's only 21 million Bitcoin ever going to be created. But there's 592,000 Bitcoin currently at this time being held by publicly traded companies. So that's 2.82% of the circulating supply of Bitcoin. What do you guys think about that? I don't know if that doesn't make you bullish. I don't know what makes you bullish, because this right here is some bullish news that not that many people, I mean, crypto Twitter's talking about, but you don't see this on the mainstream. The mainstream's not coming around until Bitcoin's like 20, 100K. I mean, and when it hits 200K, it'll be all over the news, and everybody, their mom, dad, grandmother, uncle, and all the people that rise from the dead, and they'll be buying Bitcoin. So I don't know about that, guys, but I think that's definitely some exciting and bullish news. And as always, you guys can follow me out on Twitter, the Crypto Homie, @homie_crypto. So what do you guys think about this whole Uniswap proposal? Are they making it fair by dropping the amount of Uni? Let me know down in the comments below. And what do you guys think about all this bullish news for Bitcoin? There's even stuff that came up about Fidelity. We'll go in that in a later video. But as always, homies, this is not traditional advice, finance advice. This is only pure entertainment, education only. Smash that like button, subscribe for more content, because the Crypto Homie is signing out.